And I'm back with another tag video because I told you when you keep doing tags and people notice that you love to do tags, then they will tag you in shit. Like I told you, and I was right. So here I am doing the about me tag because you all want to know more about me. Admit it. Admit it. Hello everybody, Nora back again. So I was tagged to do the about me tag by Princess of the Castle Library. I would link her tag video below. But Princess is amazing and I love her. By the way, if you're not following her, you should totally go check out her channel. She's fantastic. She's honest, she's brilliant, she's funny, she's sarcastic, she's sassy, she's everything I want to be. She is everything I want to be. I love her. So yeah, she tagged me in the about me tag because Princess knows you all want to know more about me, and she took a bullet for the team and tagged me in this. So apologies, I seem to have a little tickle in my throat. I sincerely hope it's just a tickle because I have a colleague who has a cold at the office, and I hope I do not have a cold because I am the most grumpy, ill person you would ever meet. Like when I'm sick, I become a big brat, and I'm already a brat as it is, so I become a bigger brat. So no, I do not, cannot stand falling ill, especially catching a cold. So let's hope it's a tickle and that it is gone by like say tomorrow or the next, because it's gonna suck big time. So let's get started on the tag. The first question says, what do you study and what is your job? Now I have finished school. I finished school a while ago, but while I was in school, I studied communication and language arts, and currently I work in advertising as a copywriter. The second question says, what is your favorite social media channel? And for me, that would most likely be Twitter. I just love the 280 word characters, the way in which you have to be brief and concise and punchy, unless you want to, create a thread, which is also cool. I love how sarcastic Twitter is and how honest people are on Twitter. Like Twitter is like instant response. So the first thing that pops into your head when you see a tweet, you reply, you quote it, you like it, you like it just goes to, I just believe that unlike other social media forums, it's on Twitter that people are the most real. You know? You know. Do you agree? The next question says, if you had another channel, what would it be about? To be honest, if I had another channel, it probably would be a reaction channel because I watch a lot of stuff and I like to convince myself that I have a very expressive face. I know that people might be interested in seeing how this face expresses emotions while watching shit. So, yes, I think I would have done a reaction channel, although I'll probably want to be more niche, so maybe I react to only crappy movies and shitty TV shows. So sarcasm meets this expression. I'll be a hit. 1 million subs hit in like no time. The next question, do you play any instruments? Unfortunately, I do not. Although when I was younger, I watched, was it something Little Secret? I think. Was it Little Secret? Was it Little Secret? Ha! I was right. Thank the universe for Google. Little Secrets. So yes, I watched Little Secrets when I was younger. Little Secrets, that's the 2001 movie with Evan Rachel Wood. I had such a huge crush on her because she was so pretty in that movie. So she set up, I think the whole setup was that she had this stand where people could come, tell her their secrets, and they would pay. So it was like a confessional, but they were not going to church. They were just telling her the secret. And she had to deal with that and everything else. But the reason why I wanted to learn, like, it was because of her, because of her character, that I wanted to learn how to play the violin as a child. because she played the violin, and I remember she used to play Brahms' Lullaby, which that's another reason why I still love Brahms' Lullaby to today. Like, it takes me back to that point in my life when that movie first came out, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I wanted to play it. I loved it so much. I looked for like toy boxes, that would be playing Brahms' Lullaby. That was so much. And up to that point, I was a huge For Elise fan, but Brahms beat Beethoven, and it's all thanks to Little Secrets. Just saying. So the next question says, what other hobbies do you have other than reading? For me, it's gaming. I do have a PS4. I play. I've not played in a while though, which is sad. But I need to get. Actually, I haven't been able to play because I've been wanting to get the Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed Origin, and Spider-Man. And like, usually when I'm so focused on I want to get this, what that usually means for me is that I lose interest in any other thing I might want to play at that point in time. So yeah, the sooner I get those, the sooner I can get started and I can get back into it, and I cannot wait because I love playing PS4. I also love writing, but although I will not really consider that a hobby, and I've not done that in a while. I should get back into that soon. And another hobby of mine is basically watching TV. And watching TV, I mean both American TV shows and going to the movies, and also watching K-dramas, C-dramas, that's Korean dramas, Chinese dramas, Japanese dramas, basically Asian dramas. I love it. The next question says a favorite TV show, which it's funny because my favorite TV show is tied. It's tied. So it's The Magicians, Shadowhunters, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, and Killjoys. So yeah, 5 shows tied. Like, I can't pick a favorite. Like, this 5, bae. I guess that shows just how big a fan of certain genres I am, because when you consider it, Game of Thrones, The Magicians, and Shadowhunters are fantasy, and Killjoy is sci-fi, and Stranger Things is a mix of sci-fi and fantasy. So yeah, I guess even in my TV shows, I do like me my fantasy and the occasional sci-fi. The next question says, what got you into reading? And for that will be my stepfather. Shortly after I married my mother, he was looking for us to bond, and I guess he noticed from just how much I love to read, like school books and everything, and read stories. He must have noticed how much I liked stories. So he got me my very first set of books. It was this small collection of Grimm's fairy tales. It was in this tiny green box with like a sling you could turn into like a handle. It was so cute and perfect, and my fairy tales were all there, packed neatly, waiting for me to read them. I read them, I fell even more in love with reading, and I have not looked back ever since. So yes, my stepfather. Although now that I rambled on about my stepfather, it just occurred to me that the question said, what got you into reading, not who got you into reading. So what got me into reading? Like, if I was to pick one set of books, that's hard, because I already mentioned in my 10 books that cemented my love for reading video that there were different books that affected me different ways over, like, my life, because of my life. But if I was to choose, I would say Enid Blyton's Famous 5 series. I didn't need to read them chronologically. I could pick them up at any point in time and they still made sense and I enjoyed them. They were little pockets of magic. I was invested in the children's lives. I just, every single adventure, every single mystery they had to solve, I was present with them doing all of that. So yes, a book that I would say the Famous 5 series. Actually, what am I saying? I would say every single Enid Blyton book got me into reading. So a Famous 5, a Secret 7, a Fantastic 4, Children of Cherry Tree Farm, our Enchanted Wood series, Mallory Tower, St. Clair's, and then a standalone collection of short stories, like magic-based short stories. So yeah, Enid Blyton books got me into reading. The next question says, what is your favorite and least favorite genre? Which my favorite genre, of course, like I can't stop talking about it. My favorite genre is fantasy. I've already mentioned it like twice in this video. So You all know just how much I love my fantasy. My least favorite genre is probably contemporary, because even with contemporary, like even when I read contemporary stories, I always look for like paranormal contemporary stories, like thrillers contemporary stories, just like a plain old contemporary story without anything else to hook me in. Not my favorite, although I am trying my best this year to, you know, branch out and see if there are more contemporaries that are not necessarily paranormal or thrillers, but I would still enjoy. I'm hoping that this is the year I find them. So yes, yes. So the next question says, what books defined your childhood? And once again, I will refer like my, you know, books that cemented my love for reading video, because I went into more details as to how that descent happened. But just to answer the question, I would say definitely Harry Potter, the Chronicles of Narnia series, Wole Soyinka's Arcade, Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, the Sweet Valley series. So I'm talking Sweet Valley Twins, Sweet Valley High, Sweet Valley University, Everything and Anything in Blyton, Nancy Drew, Addy Boys, the Sabrina the Teenage Witch series, and then Nora Robert books. Yes, I was a big fan of Nora Roberts. I blame it on McGregor's. Like that McGregor series was just epic. I've not read it in maybe 12 years. So I don't know if I would still love it and enjoy it the way younger me did. So yeah, well, I was a big fan of a McGregor series. So the last question says, tell us an interesting fact about you. Now the interesting fact I have is not bookish, but I don't know if you noticed, because usually you don't see it, but I do have a scar here on the left side of my cheek. It's a scar tissue that formed into a miniature arrow, which is very unique. Usually when people meet me, they're like, oh my god, cool scar, where did you get it? So I figured I'll share it, because you know, you can never know too many embarrassing things about me. Okay, so I went visiting a family friend. I went to their house, we were having fun, and then we decided to do this somersaulting game, you know. So we tried to see how many somersaults we could get, you know, before we tired out. So the first person did like 1, the second person made it to 2, and then the third person made it to 3 and stopped. And I was like, oh, what do you mean 3? I was like, oh, you only stop at 3, you weakling. I can make 4. So I got on the bed and then I somersaulted. So the first time, the second time, the third time, and then the fourth time. At the fourth time, your girl ended up at the back of a fridge, because somewhere in my pea-sized tiny brain, my childish tiny brain, I forgot that there was a bedside fridge beside the bed, because you know it's bedside, and I fell at the back of the fridge, and those metal rods that pass electricity like just zapped me and tore off like a large chunk of skin. I screamed. Everybody screamed. Everybody in the house screamed, until, because I was staying with my uncle then, until my uncle came running. I was like, what the fuck? And then we had to treat it, and the scar reduced slowly over the years until it's now this scar over here. You probably can't see it. I'm trying, but I doubt if you'll be able to see it. But yeah. So yeah, that is an interesting fact about me, and that is the About Me tag, which I had a lot of fun answering. Could you tell? Could you tell? Could you tell? Oh my god, I'm silly. Okay, so I'll tag a couple of people and leave you all down in the description below, because like I'm recording this first thing in the morning. I am seriously sleep deprived and nobody's name is coming to mind right now. I just want to sleep. So yes, I would leave your name down in the bar below, you know, if I tag you. And even if I don't and you want to do the tag, please go ahead, do it. Tell everybody Noria tagged you. Like, I am solidly behind you. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.